Who's your biggest disappointment other than the Cavs?
Yeah, you knew that.
Yeah,
Um, Biggest disappointment other than the
your biggest
Cavs.
disappointment and your biggest shock, like positive shock.
You know who I'm disappointed in?
Hmm.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja, and the reason I'm disappointed is because I feel like Ja and Zion, actually, those are my two biggest
Mm-hmm.
disappointments for different reasons. But Ja, I'm like, I look at Ja and I'm like, in sports, when your game hasn't developed and it stayed the same, you're actually getting worse because guys are getting used to your game.
Yep.
Coaches are scouting to get your game better, and they're playing you better, right?
Yep.
Same thing happens in like football. And unlike Ant, like Ant came in and wasn't a great shooter. Ant last year hit the most
Yeah.
threes.
He
He
became
worked
a
on
great
his
shooter.
jumper.
Yeah.
Ja hasn't taken that step to diversify his game
No.
and get that outside jumper. It looked like a little mini. He had added a little floater in, at least like Tony Parker's, and like that was going to be his like stop gate to getting to the jumper. But with the off court suspensions from the stupid stuff he's done to the injuries, it's almost like he hasn't had a chance
To
to like,
really, yeah.
I don't know, develop that.
Yeah.
And now guys are understanding, oh, he's a slasher. We're gonna
Yep.
pack the paint.
And
You
he's
also remember, right?
small. He's a small slasher.
Yes, bro. He's not. It's not like he's 6'6" and can like just
He's
live
not
off
K.
passing.
He's not
Yeah,
SGA. He's not Zion
yeah. He
Williams.
relies on
Yeah.
his athleticism,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. But if
No,
you want to take the
I'm gonna
next
say
step,
something's wrong with that because when you're small, you can't rely on your athleticism. You have to rely on your game. You can rely on your athleticism when you're 20, 22,
fair enough.
24, 26. But once you hit closer to 30, which is what he's starting to get towards, like it's gonna happen faster than you think. One day he gonna wake up and he gonna be 29 and he ain't gonna be able to jump out the gym like he could when he was 22. And now it's like when you can jump, but people right there with you. Now it's about your jump shot.
Yeah,
And what does your
and
jump shot look like? How do you create other shots? And I don't see him adding anything. I haven't seen him add anything new to his game. I
that's what
mean,
I'm saying. It
that
stayed the
floater,
same.
but I mean floaters to me, every point guard should have a floater anyways. Once
Yeah,
Tony
but guys,
Parker,
not everybody does
not
too.
everybody does, but I'm talking about in the
Uh-huh.
NBA on his
hmm
level, you should. You
hmm
should have a floater. Like maybe it's not your go-to move, but you should have a floater. But
And
he needs to have a respected jump shot. That's what he's missing because we don't respect his jumper. And I'm gonna let you shoot that. I'm gonna let
exactly,
you
and
shoot
like I
that all
said,
night.
you look like at a guy like Ant again. He came in kind of that same archetype of being the slashing, athletic guy. Was never known for a 3-point shot, and like I said, that is a super deadly weapon in his bag right now.
Mm-hmm.
Super deadly weapon in his bag right now. And that's my disappointment in John. My disappointment in Zion, I mean, I think we all know it.
Yeah.
Nigga's just fat.
Yeah. I mean, I think
And he
he's.
gets hurt. He doesn't play a lot. It's just like there's so much talent there, like when he's on the court, but like
Yeah, I
at
just think
some point,
he's in the wrong. I can't even say he's in the wrong situation, but I think it's time for a change of scenery. It
and
might help.
honestly, Derek Queen is somebody they can drop. Derek Queen, Jeremiah Favors, uh, uh, what's the nigga's name? Trey Murphy and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got some little pieces you can build around. Like you can pull the OKC, move off from Zion, get some draft picks, and build a team around Derek Queen because that kid, he got the natural feel for the game, and
Yeah.
like yeah, you can build around him and move off of Zion, and it'll be something that help both sides, right? Because I think the Pelicans kind of see they got a kid here that they who's gonna play, can hoop,
Yeah.
plays the game the right way, likable. Zion also for some guys it's just a change of scenery just to switch some shit up.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what he needs to like get back to the Zion we all was like, oh, this guy can be all NBA. So those are my two biggest disappointments.
Yeah. I think I'm not really too disappointed in anybody that I've seen this year. I'm kind of seeing what I was expecting. I'm definitely disappointed in Ja because I feel like this was a year he could have came and reclaimed his status amongst the top players in the league, but he
Yeah.
just can't completely fuck that over. He don't even care. It kind of feel like he don't even give a fuck. So I don't know, but I've really been disappointed in the whole Sacramento Kings team, to be honest, because the fact that they got all this talent. I said this the other day, like the fact that they got so much talent sitting on this team, and they sitting at 7-22. They got Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, Keegan Murray, Dennis Schroeder, Westbrook. Like they got so many players for them to be losing the way they losing. I just don't understand it, and I hope it's not Russell Westbrook.
No,
Yeah,
man. We
it's
gotta
not.
stop just putting everything on
No, it's not
Westbrook.
Russ, but I'm just saying,
That-
like, I just don't understand. If I'm the Spurs, I'm calling them niggas like, hey, what y'all doing with Keegan Murray? Because y'all got him down there floundering, and that nigga nice. So if I'm the Spurs, I'm calling about Keegan Murray ASAP. And we saw that 1 year in the playoff run against the Warriors.
I think that's the problem. Since that run, I have no idea what happened to them. That was supposed to be like their moment. They were like what, second or third seed that
Yep,
year?
it was top.
I want to say they were the second seed, and it was just like Darren Fox, Sabonis. They put it together. They started winning beans. What's
Yep,
the shit they do? The
they
beam,
like the beam.
like the beam, and all that was like really cool. And it's like now I don't know like what's happened. And it's like you said, they have Sabonis, who's supposed to be one of the top young bigs. You still have DeMar and Zach, who are they're not all-star wings, but like they can play
They
up
top,
to that
yeah,
level.
they tier
They're
two.
supposed to. And then you have Keegan Murray, who's a nice little four that can spread it out and shoot the shit out the rock. You would think like, okay, I get that you lost De'Aaron Fox, but like
Y'all still got plenty of talent.
you still got players. You still have Slag. You still have guys that can score.
I don't understand what's
I don't
going on.
understand why what's going on there. It makes no sense. I think. I mean, there's been rumors that maybe like LaVine wants to leave and like get traded.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
how
I
true
don't
that
think he
is,
got a market because
but
they couldn't get rid of him in Chicago. I feel like he a really good player, but he don't have. I don't know what type of team he needs because he's
you would
been
think.
on the teams that you think he should be on, and he don't do nothing. So I don't know what type of team he needs, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what you can say to like say like this is the solution to fix them. It's like you almost want to like blow it up, but like you said, what does that mean? Who wants
Below.
DeMar? Who
See,
wants
but you
Zach?
can. I think that's the only way to. This is when I get into my trade everybody now thing
But I don't
because
think there's a market for them. Like who
there's a
wants them?
market. No, maybe not for Russ, maybe not for DeMar, but there's a market for and maybe not LaVine, but there's a market for Sabonis and there is a market for Keegan Murray. And there's a market for Malik Monk. Somebody will take Malik Monk. I think there's a market for at least 4 of them 6 guys we named. Like,
Damn, so you saying the one little bright side of bonus, you got to get that the fuck out of there.
cuz
That's
what's
what
the
you
point
just
of
said.
having it?
That's
What's
why
the
where you
point of
get the
having
most.
them if you're going to be
That's where you
7 and
get the most
22?
picks. That's where you get the most picks. It's like I would like if I'm the Kings, I'm like fuck it, I'm going full rebuild, which is actually good for this upcoming draft. If you can get a nice little top
I
5
think the
pick,
Pelicans need to do the same thing.
Pelicans should probably move on from
It's a few
Zion.
teams
Just
that we'll talk
go
about
with.
that in the next episode. Which teams need to trade players that they've been holding on to for way too long, just like Trey Young sitting down there, and like it's a lot of guys that have just floundering on these badass teams that don't that they could really help a team win a championship. Like if the Spurs had Keegan Murray, that would be a huge boost.
And y'all need a wing, right?
We
Y'all need
need
a
him.
wing.
Yeah,
You need a
we
wing.
need a wing.
You need a
Like
wing.
we could replace Keegan Murray. We could replace Harrison Barnes with Keegan Murray. That's a big
Shooting
upgrade.
out there.
But that's not the only team that needs him. The Lakers could definitely go use Sabonis.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh
So it's
God.
like
Easily.
it's guys out there, it's teams out there that need these players. So I just
They
think
have a market.
they have. If you ever want to cash in on all the players you have, this is the time. Now is the season to cash in on everybody because they're not going nowhere. You gathered all this talent just to be 7-22.
Yeah,
You right where you would be if
it might be
you right
time for
where
the
you
Kings
would
to blow
be
that up.
if you had all rookies.
Blow that up. Get some draft picks for Sabonis. Same with Keegan Murray. And then it sucks. It's like just ride out the wave with LaVine and
Just
DeMar
go back
just
into the
sticking up.
draft, bro. I mean, you drafted good team. They've had good teams. They drafted De'Aaron Fox well. They drafted DeMarcus Cousins. They've
They
done well.
drafted Halliburton.
Yeah, they've done well. They just ain't been able to put it all together. But that also goes with coaching. Who's the coach? You know? Yeah, exactly. I have no idea. So, I think I think that's the biggest thing with the Kings. They've been my biggest disappointment so
I
far.
agree. That's a big disappointment for
Yeah,
sure.
biggest disappointment. Biggest shocker. I would say Cade because I didn't expect them to come out and ball the way they did, the way they are. So that's my biggest shocker this year is Cade Cunningham. But we already done talked about him plenty.
I think I'm gonna go with the sleeper for me. My biggest shocker has been Boston.
Mm.
I did not think Boston would be the third seed in the East right now. I thought they were going to be a
I thought they was gonna be
fringe,
a play-in team.
yes, fringe, maybe hovering on the six and then losing at the end. But I mean, JB is showing that he can be a true number one, and like he can do the thing. So I think part of it with the Celtics is JB's doing this fucking thing, and I think we might low key have to finally start giving Joe Mazzulla some props
I think so.
because
I'm
this
I'm okay
as
with that.
great as JB's been, and again JB should be a second team at the at least. See how they finish. He might fight Kate for that fifth spot in the first team. I don't know. Some guys, I don't know, but he should be a second team All NBA
At
guy,
least,
and I feel like dude, Peyton Pritchard fucked with them at Oregon.
yeah.
Used to love his game at Oregon, but he's taking a step forward after I think he won 6 man last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's taking a step forward and being significant on their team. Obviously, Derek White
Yep.
is good enough in their eyes and has been good enough that you could get rid of a Drew and
Still not miss
embody
a
it.
step. Yeah.
Feel me? But then they got all these other little guys that like
Yeah.
the center.
Hauser.
The
Yep.
Hauser, the center they got. Um, uh, homie from Arkansas, Jordan Walsh.
Yep. Jordan Walsh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they got, but I'm
Yeah. Don't
saying
say what
like,
you was about to say.
huh?
What was you about to say?
Oh, he's bald.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought. Yeah. Never mind.
but I'm saying they got all these players, and like, yeah, I mean, obviously, I give the players credits for like developing their game and being who they are, and being ready for the moment
Mm-hmm.
and shining. But you got to give Mazzulla his props for having those guys like to instill the trust in them, and then his schemes and systems so good it's plug and play.
Yeah, I'm
So you
gonna
get
give him definitely props because leading up to this year, I definitely always thought he was just
a
a
lot of people
product
did.
of having a great team all the way around him. But this year, he got a coach, and I mean, he's been coaching, but this year he definitely got a coach, and he coaching his ass off. I mean, he got them at the 3 seed. Was it 3 seed?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good, man. You gotta, and the fact is, it's like I no one saw that coming.
I didn't see Philly being the
JB
Philly being the
cooking is
4 seed
one thing.
either, but
JB cooking is one thing, but being the team like being third, I
yeah,
ain't see it.
I didn't see it either.
So
Yeah,
that would Boston, and yeah, Philly's a
Philly's a
big
good
shock
shock,
too.
but I
I
think it's because
thought they,
Embiid barely playing.
bro,
Move on.
even even
Or
if
you can't move on. We talked about that last episode. It can't. Ain't
even if
nobody.
he wasn't
Nobody would
was
take that
playing,
contract.
even if he was hooping, bro, I didn't see him hooping enough to get them up there.
Yeah,
I
they're
again
4 seed.
6, 7.
Yeah,
Maxi has been a surprise.
yeah. He all NBA, all
Maxi,
NBA level season.
Maxi and BJ are now playing so well with Quentin Grimes. You still got Jarrett McCain doing whatever he's doing.
Yep.
You're like, I think we got enough to kind of maybe move and
Yeah.
move on and like
Yeah.
start our second
No more
time.
contracts for him.
Yeah, I
They can
think it's
fade this
time
out. They can fade this
yeah,
contract out, and no more contracts for Embiid.
go
Let him
build out
go.
the rest of your team.
Yep. Yep. Because you can't.
So
That's so much money to eat up. Now you ain't got to pay no. But you ain't got to pay McCain for a while. You ain't got to pay VJ for another
BJ,
5, 6 years now.
something
Like,
like that.
yeah, so they in
Only
the golden
Maxi.
spot. Only Maxi, and
Only
that's fine. You
Maxi.
can handle one big contract. So they in the golden spot, and that's beautiful for everybody thinking that at the end of the year, like they was gonna be so much worse because now we don't know what's going on with Embiid. Is it they didn't expect VJ? You know what I'm saying? They
Oh
didn't
my God,
think
I
they was
forgot to
gonna.
have Paul George. I forgot to have Paul
He
George.
don't matter.
But I'm saying
Is
that's
he
what I'm
playing
saying. You
though?
have those old, yeah. Get off that timeline. We're off that.
Yeah,
The
he got to
VJ,
go too.
Maxey, McCain. That's the timeline they need to be
Yeah,
on
Paul
for
George
sure.
averaging 16. Yeah, yeah,
That's mid for
yeah.
him.
It's time.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's mid.
they can move on from both of them and just go straight
Yeah,
young. That's what I would do.
exactly. But yeah, that's my biggest surprise.
Yeah,
Those two teams.
for sure. All right, well, we gonna cut it there. We're gonna cut it there. It was a good talk. Good talk.
Yeah,
Good
man.
episode,
Always
man.
is,
Yeah,
bro.
we'll be back
I
next
have
week.
fun with that.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. I hope everybody enjoys it. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to Deep Dive Sports Network, please do it. We really appreciate it. Throw some comments down. Tell us if we full of shit. You know what I'm
Let us
saying?
know.
Let us know. Let us know what y'all
man.
think. Let us know if y'all think we full of it or not. Also, like I said, if you are on Patreon, we have a Patreon. Please support Deep Dive Sports Network. We on the grind. We on the way up. So, thank you, thank you again. Peace out, Siaka. I'm Doobie Rogers signing off.
Yeah,
Peace. Bless.
appreciate y'all.
Yep.